Good morning.
Getting good at seeing you out of the corner of my eye now.
It is a Friday. Good job.
Thank you. It is a Friday.
What is the date? It's the 29th. Monday is June. When we be back, it'll be June. I thought that was an actual sentence when it was coming out of my mouth. That wasn't actually on purpose.
June. God, this year is gonna go by and no one's gonna have done anything because it will be quarantine. 2020 will just be like the gap year.
Right, sorry. I meant to say next month is 7th May.
7th May.
Or March.
Yeah, it's March.
7th, sorry,
March.
7th March.
Yeah.
8th, 5th, who knows?
What, yeah.
March again.
Do you even, remember
Although
February?
It's me March again. No, yeah, we were in England for part of that. That's all I remember.
That's true.
Work then England was February.
I just can't believe that people are gonna go back to 2020 and be like, the quarantine year, and they're gonna be like, what'd you do? And you're gonna be like, couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
Nothing to do. Stayed home.
Dreon says his birthday's in 10 days. Happy birthday, Dreon.
Yay, happy birthday.
Sorry that you have to have quarantine birthday.
We should make next year 2020 and forget this year ever happened. I kind of like that idea.
Yeah. Would it really make that much of a difference? We made up all the year numbers anyway.
Did we?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. We were like, we're going to start counting here, and then we just did.
Did anyone else start counting there?
Everyone is on the same calendar now, but I don't know which part of British imperialism enforced that. I assume that's what it was. I don't know.
I didn't even think about it. Look, are there other parts of the world that are like, it's definitely not 2020?
Yeah, I don't think anybody disagrees with the years on the calendar, at least at this point.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking chestnut tea. It's a poor replacement for my.
It smells like boba.
In the same box, I had a peppermint tea when I first got it, and I'm not like a huge fan of peppermint just by itself, but it'll wake you up. It's a good tea in the morning. I need to get some more.
Spice up your life. I am drinking vanilla cinnamon something coffee.
Sorry, Trehan says, Kyle, I was homeschooled. My birthday is in the summer. This is literally nothing new.
Aw, aren't summer birthdays supposed to be better?
Yeah, that's the pool party birthdays. At least for the two kids that had pools at my school.
You go to public pools.
No.
Your neighborhood pool. That's where you have a pool in your neighborhood, a nice one. My friend had her birthdays there every year. All I ever wanted was a pool party. My birthday's in February. So that didn't work.
Yeah.
Is the music supposed to be running?
It is at the same volume as usual. So you might need to turn up your volume.
Or maybe it's too loud for them.
Maybe they just haven't heard it before.
Oh, I like Pufflemaster's joke.
What do you say?
Here's something for you to think about. There is a joke that you could only make last year. Where do you see yourself next year? I don't know. I have 20/20 vision.
God.
I know you're mad about this.
People were already ready to make that joke, and they didn't even know how important the joke was.
Yeah, that's true. Remember the 2020 classes?
This was all just the world punishing us for making the 2020 pun for 10 years before it was appropriate.
Sorry, we were excited about a new decade.
It wasn't the decade. People just wanted to say 2020 vision. That was like...
You're right.
People were posting on Reddit like this is going to be a thing on New Year's 2020, where there's going to be 2020 glasses. Everyone's going to be making 2020 vision jokes the whole time.
I remember people complaining about that.
And then they did it for 9 years leading up to it.
Reddit has no chill and no one can have any fun.
This is
Kyle.
correct. What?
Well, you were also against it.
No, I'm not against it. I'm mad because it was more relevant than anyone ever even could have thought it was.
Oh, Lil Ben DeSmall says, I have to go back to work starting Monday, so this is likely the last of these streams I will get to watch live.
Oh, okay.
I just want to thank Kyle and Allison, Matt, and everyone in chat for such an amazing journey these past few weeks, and I hope you all continue having as much fun as I did. I will miss you all. That breaks my heart.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
These streams have been completely crucial in keeping Kyle and I even remotely sane.
Yeah.
And on track, and anything. Life-saving streams for us, so it's so important that you guys have been here to talk to us and interact and watch. That is It's been. Yep, I think I said all the words that I had stored up.
I am specifically planning to take one of the days this weekend as a sit down and do stuff in the office day and get all of the past ones uploaded so that we're caught up. So hopefully we start on Monday, and in June, start of a new month, we'll have hit 30 episodes and it'll be a new month. So I'm gonna try to get down and like get them all out there so that they'll be uploaded daily on our YouTube channel, so you can watch them there at the very least, even if you can't catch them live.
John says, when can I make jokes about my 2580 vision? Right now, John.
Right now, because it's Friends Friday.
It's Friends Friday.
A thing we have not done yet, but we have been planning on doing, where for our first opening segment half, we call one of our friends and let them talk because we're too brain dead.
Let's do it.
So today, you may have guessed, is John. Let's get him in here.
Is it John?
Having to look at what?
It's John?
Yes.
Great.
I said it was John.
I also asked if it was John.
John, you're not on Discord.
But he's in chat.
What did you think of it?
What did you tell him Discord?
Yes.
Maybe he thought you were joking.
That's what I meant by ready. Get on Discord.
This is the right introduction to John. Hopefully his microphone spikes also.
There he is, okay.
Well, yeah, you shamed him into existing on Discord.
John, get that video on. Oh, I gotta turn the music off for this, I guess. Or at least turn it way down. See if that's gonna work. It's a little chunky looking as far as not John. Sorry, the graphic isn't perfectly calibrated, but there we go. Okay.
All right.
Let me move this way a little bit.
All right.
All right, we got him. We got John in the same screen. Look at that movie magic. John, how's it going?
How's your morning? You're usually not up this early. What happened?
Kyle told me to be up at 8.
That is true friendship. I would never. Well, I guess I did. But it was my idea.
That's true. It was your idea originally.
John, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself.
We're going to grill you.
We are. Yeah, the whole point is that you talk so we don't have to because we're tired and it's Friday. It's Friends Friday.
Yeah, I was too quiet. I forgot to turn that up.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah,
All right.
I could pick the bird.
What was that? I think the
right.
the
John's internet is
isn't
notoriously awful.
super working.
Did John hear out of these mics? Out of these mics?
He should, yeah. John, you're
It's
froze.
Friend Friday.
You're frozen. Good start to a new segment. Here, I'm gonna hang up and reconnect. Just double check the audio and make sure that's actually a. Yeah. Okay. Hello.
Oh,
Can you hear us?
hello.
It's John, but again.
It's Sean, but again.
Hey.
All right, John. I have some questions for you to introduce you to chat.
Okay.
Kyle.
Sorry.
Kyle. All right, John. Big question. What is your favorite color?
Black.
You heard it here first, folks.
Black. Black. That's not many people's favorite color. That was a
No,
good
that is actually an interesting answer.
Black and cyan. Yeah.
Black and cyan?
Mm-hmm.
That's metal. I love that. John, what is your big project you're working on right now? What's going on in your life? What hobby's taking up your free time?
Work, and I've been designing robotic wings.
Just casually designing some robotic wings, huh?
Yeah, I mean, my brother and I were working on a project, and I was waiting on him to draw some stuff up in CAD, and instead of doing that, I figured I'd do it myself. And so I I just kind of had the inspiration for my shoulder joint for the wing, and so I started drawing it up.
Wow,
that's cool.
John, I would argue that you've been extra productive during quarantine. Do you feel completely left out from all of the slobs sitting at home crying about not having enough to do?
I wouldn't say they're slobs, but I mean, I would never say that. But yeah, I mean, I'm actually working more because I'm a medical courier, so more people are in quarantine, so more people need their medicine delivered to their home. So
yeah,
delivery
anything seems like a pretty solid job at this particular time.
Yeah, but while medicine deliveries have gone up, blood transport has gone down.
Oh yeah. Right. You also just drove blood around.
Metal. That's pretty cool. John, if you could describe Oklahoma in one sentence.
You're much quicker with these questions than I
feel
like I can be. No, you're good. You're doing good. I don't have anything.
He's been your friend for like 10 years.
How do I describe Oklahoma in one sentence? Don't go there.
I think that nailed it.
That's good.
Yeah, I think that was a perfect sentence.
I don't think you need any more information.
Yeah. John, how do you and Kyle know each other? What's your love story?
We met in high school, and we met in the library because he was friends with the girl I liked's brother, and so we started talking and hanging out, and then I met Kyle. I didn't really meet Ian very well, but then I met Kyle, and then we started hanging out in the library, and then we had gym together, and we would not do gym together, so.
Oh, okay.
He'd sit there and draw, and he'd tell me about White Lightning projects and stuff that he wanted to do, and then I would sit there and play my Game Boy Advance.
That's true. We played Advance Wars in gym instead of playing actual games because our coach came in hungover every day.
When you knew Kyle, I'm curious. When you knew Kyle, was it the year of the Kingdom Hearts necklace, or was it the year of the Ankh necklace? I just have to know. Which one?
He was there for both.
Wow. He's been around for all of your phases.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable.
I think the only thing I think I missed was 2 Wubbies and an Axe.
Yeah.
I think that was literally the only video. That and the little clay snail was the only things on your channel when I hooked.
Yeah, that sounds about right. The stuff I tried to do in middle school. Yeah, because you're in the first live action video on the channel, actually, which is the Runaway Smith video. You and Reed are both in there fighting the Agent Smith cartoon.
Oh God, that.
What do you remember most about that day?
About that day?
Yeah,
probably Reed and I trying to do the sunglasses thing and could not stop laughing at each other.
Chat, if you have questions, send them in.
Yeah, chat can submit John questions if you want.
I have some, though. John, you were also in the military for 9 years, right?
Yeah.
Got anything to say about that? I wish I had better military questions, but I feel like all of mine are loaded, so tell us about it. Tell us about your 9 years there.
Well, it was a experience.
Wow. You're really selling it.
I mean, it has a lot to offer, and it's definitely something that I can. Next
Would you
question.
recommend?
Would you recommend?
I think it depends on the person. I wouldn't say it's for everyone.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's for most people, but it's definitely something I can recommend for some people. You've got to go in, right? And, do your research first.
Also, you've actually traveled a little bit, right? Where are all the places you've been? Or has it just been the one place?
I've been a few. Let's see. I went to Korea, Virginia, Oklahoma, and I went to Alaska for a little bit of training. South Carolina. That's all the Army bases.
Yeah.
Cool, John. Describe your experience filming everything after the first Kerbal video.
Oh Lord.
What was that setup like? I'll let you do the personal questions. I'll do the video questions.
Done.
So the first one obviously was with Kyle and all set up properly. The rest of them were. I was in Oklahoma on Oklahoma internet, which, by the way, let me just tell you, in Oklahoma, where I was at on base, the internet we got was called the ultra modern high speed package, and it was 200 or no, it was 50. I think it was 50 megabits per second.
That was one of the best internet in the entire state, too.
Yeah, it was the ultra high speed internet package.
Ultra modern high speed, yeah. But anyway, so then I'm filming on my phone, my Galaxy S6, I think, and I just duct taped it to the freaking to a lamp post I had, and I took the mic that I had, the mic he sent me, and I duct taped that right below it. And then I took my office chair and put it in front of it. And I had this green fabric I put behind me for the green screen. And then I needed a costume, so I just went in my closet and something together. Which is why you can see a PT belt in. I put that in there for anyone who would get the joke that as long as I wear a PT belt.
This is for filming the Kerbal videos?
Yeah. This is just what he would set up, because we needed to film more, but John he only visited like 2 or maybe 3 times a year.
Yeah.
So we had to figure out how to. I mailed him our older microphone.
Yeah.
And then he had a phone that could record decent video. The most frustrating thing about it is I would do like the entire green screen studio setup at my house to get my half, and John's keying out John's footage was always cleaner than mine.
Wow.
It was always so frustrating. Your green screen turned out better than mine did every single time.
John, how do you feel about your Kerbal fame?
Regrettable.
Regrettable. I wasn't expecting that. Regrettable.
No, it's nice. It's a fun word.
Yeah. Yeah.
John, do you remember, I haven't thought about this in a while because it stopped happening, but do you remember there was a Kerbal-themed podcast that, found our videos and would talk about them every time they came out?
Oh, yeah, I do remember that. It was, a really popular one, too.
Yeah, I just now remember that. It was, a weird thing. Kerbal was, our first big series, I think even before Civ, because Civ happened slowly, but Kerbal just kind of felt like it happened all at once over, the course of a year, where we'd post it on the subreddit and everybody would, flock to it, and it just did really well within that community. It was a fun experience.
One of my introduction stories to John when I first met Kyle was he would talk about how I think you and Jeffrey or you and somebody would always try to call John, and John had really bad microphone problems or something. And so you and whoever else was there would just randomly hear just
it was a call,
sparking.
This is a call between me, Ian, and John. This is one legendary Skype
right.
call back in the early days.
Yes.
I don't know what y'all heard, but yeah.
Please expand the story.
Well, so from I'll do my end, and then John can tell me tell us what happened. Me and Ian were just called on Skype. Really early days of Skype. Skype was super glitchy and not owned by Microsoft, and we just couldn't hear him at all. It sounded like his microphone was broken. There was weird faint mumbling noises, so we just talked and waited for John to figure out his microphone problems. And then suddenly there's just this high-pitched screeching noise just comes from absolutely nowhere. We can't figure out what's going on. We know John's doing it, but we don't know what the hell John could possibly be doing. And then after this goes on for about 4 minutes, John goes, "Hello?" And we're like, "What did you do?" John, what did you do?
So I had my headset on with a mic on it, and I rolled over it by accident with my it was on my chair, my office chair had rolled over it.
Oh yeah.
And I guess I pulled my head and it snapped. So my microphone was completely like snapped.
Wow.
So instead of being like typing, "Hey guys, I gotta go" or something, and I decided I'm gonna go grab my my stepdad's soldering iron, and I'm gonna melt this thing back together. And it worked.
And that's what happened?
While it was plugged in.
Well, yeah, no,
I now know what a soldering iron against an audio cable sounds like. It sounds like the death cries of a race of androids being burned alive.
Okay, but did it work?
It worked.
It did. It did in fact work.
Noise. And I was like, "What noise?" Like, because it doesn't make a loud noise. So I was like, I didn't know what the you're talking about.
It would not have been quite as funny if it hadn't worked, but it did in fact work.
Amazing. People have some questions for you in chat. John, the first one is, what is your favorite Pokemon?
My favorite Pokemon?
Yeah. You got one?
Cubone.
Oh, that's a good one. That's
Cubone.
probably my favorite, actually.
That's good. I haven't heard that one much.
John and I have an overlapping favorite something. And then someone else asks, I know you're big into space and science, John. So Phoenix Rising says, will you be doing any Kerbal videos again now that Elon Musk tried and failed to send people to space?
That's not really up to me, but I would love to.
Yeah, you want to do more Kerbal
They're
videos?
making a sequel, right? It still hasn't come out yet, I don't think.
Now that the head Kerbal is showing his true colors.
Drayon would like you to describe what it feels like to have the intersnect constantly infiltrating your daily life.
Well, it was fine till TikTok came around. Now it's because and then you get TikTok stuff in your head, and it's like.
This doesn't even feel like an untrue description of John, though. We all have one big group chat or whatever, and so we'll all just be like chatting about something, and then John will just send like the latest, most intricate science article and be like, "You guys should read this." And I'm like, I can't read the first sentence. I'm already tired. My brain has died.
I am confused by this title. John, how do you feel? What's your current opinion of Elon Musk, given developments in his online personality over the last year or so?
Well, I think Elon Musk is a very important person who has done a lot for the world. I think he is very innovative, very smart for a risk taker. A lot of people who are smart don't take risks. But he's also an insufferable ass. And, I love that he exists.
Yeah. I feel like
but I hate that he exists online.
Yeah.
I think that's 100% fair. I totally agree with all of that.
I only ever hear about Elon Musk if he's suddenly doing something everyone loves or everyone hates.
Yeah.
Like, the last thing I remember reading about him is when he smoked a joint on some guy's podcast, and people were like,
Oh, right.
This is amazing. And then he named his child gibberish. Now people are like, this guy blows. And it's like, I feel like he does other things.
But he agrees. So
What'd you say?
it's mostly his wife, though. His wife is weird.
Bro,
I actually don't know his wife at all. I don't know who she is.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know anything about her.
Weird singer. Goes by Grimes.
Well, they gotta like something about each other, so.
So it's Weird Science Man and Weird Art Woman.
She kind of looks like a scrawny Bellatrix Lestrange.
Yeah, she kind of looks like. I saw a picture of her. She looks like a Coraline character.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Got more Elon. I was gonna ask something.
While you think of it, Devin asks, if John could be a sieve for the Civilization videos, which one would you pick?
If gender bending was a thing, then Scythia. My favorite.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
my favorite. Yeah, because they get. So the thing about Scythia that I like about in Civ is that, and this people are gonna steal my strategy in it. Assuming that we have like 1 million exploits already. With Scythia, you get 2 of every cavalry unit, which in late game means helicopter. And then if you rush to the Venetian arsenal, you also get 2 of every ship you make. So you can like completely dominate the military.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty solid.
I feel like chat knows who John is. We just got a question from Sir Rhinus. It says, John, if you get the chance to go on a colonization mission to a distant habitable planet, but you'll have to leave everyone you know and love behind, would you do it?
John is now a cat.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably, he says. Kyle and I have actually had fights about whether or not, like, if space travel becomes like a hobby that people could do, like, just like, you know, you could casually go into space, whether or not we would be okay with the other person doing it, because I don't want to.
I'm very into it. She's very not.
It's all of my fears as a hobby. Are you excited for that future?
Yeah, it's gonna be my business. So
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, expand on that a little bit more.
What is your dream job?
Well, my dream job is to. I'm about to start school, go on my GI Bill, and then I want to get a degree. Not necessarily because I don't think I can learn the stuff online, but because I need the credibility.
Yeah.
Back when I say give me money for my projects.
That's what degrees are for. Yeah.
But what I want to do, end goal, is build and design spacesuits for commercial travel. For all different atmospheres and EVAs. But before that, starting out to get an actual viable product, I'll probably work in bionic.
You remember that story where, like, the news all, like, shit on these 4 women for, like, delaying their mission to space because their spacesuits didn't fit right, and that turned into a giant, massive joke about how women take forever to get ready?
Yes.
John's gonna be the hero that solves this problem. John has told me he will make me a glitter spacesuit. Actually, I don't think you did tell me that, but I've now deemed it true.
I'm telling him now I will do that, sure.
Well, now it's online for 48 people to see. So when you eventually become a spacesuit engineer, people will remember gold glitter spacesuits. Make it happen.
All right, John, we're coming about to the end of this segment. We got to switch over to Matt now. Is there anything else you'd like to say to the chat before we sign off?
Nope, just stay safe and harass Brad Astra.
What does that mean?
I didn't get that last part, but sounds good.
All right, John, you were awesome. Thanks for being on.
Yeah, thanks for joining. We loved having you.
All right, peace punch, Captain Crunch.
All right. That was nice. That was
nice. I
right.
like this segment.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one.
Yeah.
I like just asking random mixtures of inane and really deep questions and not giving anybody a heads up on whether any of those are going to be.
Yeah, no.
It's a good format.
It's 7 a.m. You just gotta rapid fire and see if they can keep up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My perfectionism is really bugged by the fact that everybody's phone screen or phone camera is apparently a slightly different aspect ratio. So my one cropped scene doesn't fit all of them.
Yeah, no, it's definitely frustrating.
It's a very minor thing. It doesn't actually matter. It just bothers me. Anyway.
All right. Anyway. Time for more people to hold this.
Coming up next is Matt. Yeah. Fridays are just all guests.
Fridays are we did our best Monday through Thursday. Now somebody else take the reins.
Yeah. Let's see. Looks like he's online. So let's give him a little call here.
Give him a little ring.
Give him a little ring.
Give him a little ring-a-ding.
Ring-a-ding.
And we'll call him Matt.
Yep. I almost there was a part of me wanted to go full Anti-Donna there, and I stopped myself.
Never stop yourself. Always allow it.
I don't think we actually reference them very much, in any videos or anything. We don't bring them up. I think. Oh, I see something connecting. That's a different aspect ratio.
Hello?
Hello? Oh my god, it's in VR.
Oh my gosh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Did it work?
You did.
Hell yeah. Wait, hold on.
Wow, what is this?
I gotta... Huh?
Nothing.
I don't know.
Do your thing.
I want to say it's Hotdogs, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades is what it looks like.
Oh, you played this game, Kyle?
Yeah, I have it. It's great.
God damn it.
But Chad hasn't played this game.
I know all the cards.
Shut up. God, fuck. I was gonna show you this.
Let's see it. I don't know what these things are.
They put the Team Fortress 2 guns in here, and it's like, wow, it's cool. That'd be cool if you hadn't fucking seen it already.
I'm trying to.
Who cares?
He's trying to adjust your video because it's horizontal.
Is it strange?
I have it cropped for your phone normally.
Yeah.
Here, maybe if I'm just gonna start it.
Uh-oh. You're gonna break it all.
No, that's alright. Matt, you keep doing your bit.
Look, it's broken.
I mean, I don't have a bit anymore. I was just gonna show you. I thought it was cool. And you're like, oh, I've seen that actually. I've seen everything. There's nothing new to me.
Our chat hasn't seen it. Keep going.
I don't care. I'm gonna throw these guns away because it doesn't even matter. Goodbye.
No.
Oh wow, is that an old? Who cares?
They have a trash can for guns in this.
Yes.
Yeah, you actually can't shoot any of the guns. This is made by the anti-gun house, and just teaches you how to throw away weapons.
Is it weird that this sort of seems therapeutic to me?
Throwing all these guns in the trash can.
I love the idea of someone like selling like a gun VR game, but you just get in and then you just destroy the guns.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Kyle!
No.
Hey, it worked.
All right, that'll work. That'll do. We'll just have it that.
You wanna know what I feel about guns?
All right, we can see it, Matt.
That's what I feel about guns.
Yeah. Ooh.
Love grenades though.
Matt, are you a good shot in VR? Let's see.
I'm an incredible shot in
Oh,
VR.
crap! I really want to play this now.
It's really good.
I want to play this again.
Kyle loves.
This is my favorite new game. I bought it, and for like 2 seconds, I was like, should I return this? And then I saw just how insanely detailed it was.
Yeah.
Look, you can accidentally put the laser on backwards.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
actually
fine
did
with
that
it.
a lot and thought things were broken for a while.
Well, now it's like that.
And I forgot how to take it off. There we go.
All right,
Yeah.
Let's see how good of a shot you are. I want to be
All right.
impressed.
All right, I'm going to do cowboy stuff. What do you want me to shoot?
Well, if you're a cowboy, well, what do cowboys shoot?
Yeah, so
Oh,
I'm
they're
gonna start holstered, and I'm gonna unholster, and I'm gonna shoot up
Yeah.
some stuff.
Flip the gun.
Flip it.
Twirly twirl.
All right.
Yeah, like cowboys do. Nailed it. Oh.
Wait.
Boom.
Wait. Yeah.
Hey. No. Yeah.
It's hard to catch.
Getting some good spin on there.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
That was pretty impressive.
All right. Count me down.
20, 19, 18.
Start a little lower.
All right, go ahead, Kyle.
I'm doing 5.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Fuck. I got that one plate though.
Did you?
Let me try again. Okay, that was my best.
I was impressed.
All right. One more time.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, draw.
Oh,
How do you feel about that? How about one of these?
Didn't even see it coming.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, boom. Bruh, if those pots were people, they'd be dead.
Dang it. Hold on, watch how good I am.
What kind of gun you got there?
This is a custom Glock 17. It's my favorite pistol because I can do this with it. I got 2 of them. Did you see that?
Yeah. Well, no, but I believe you. Let's see some big guns. What's your favorite?
You want to see a big boy? See, that's the thing. Is I kind of only like pistols because when you get a big boy gun, you like have to hold them with both controllers, yeah. But it never feels okay because your hands aren't connected.
Right.
So it always feels strange. That being said, this is my favorite big gun.
Nice.
That was pretty great.
It's from the damn cowboy times. And so here's what it would look like if you were like a cowboy. I'd be like,
Is this a cowboy
you
gun?
damn varmints. Or I guess if I was like at Pickett's charge in the Civil War, I'd be like, you damn Yankees, here, have this. Oh, I gotta load it. It's important. It's an important part.
Oh, is that?
You damn Yankers. And then you spin it.
Are they ricocheting?
Yeah. They're tracer rounds, so you can see them bouncing off stuff. This game is stupidly detailed.
Wow.
Like, look how stupid this is. If anyone's familiar with the M249, the belt-fed machine gun, you gotta actually do this shit. If John's watching, he's like, oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what John sounds like. Oh, wow. Plates breakable? Can we break one of them plates? Love bullets. Yeah, just one of those plates though. Just
got away from me.
Yeah. No, it looks like you had that under control.
Yeah.
Matt, have you witnessed the giant pistol yet?
Yes, that's my most fun one. Uh-oh, I'm over here now. Let's go see the giant pistol.
Okay.
When I figured out that wasn't just decoration and a thing that you could do,
yeah,
I lost my mind.
During that entire tutorial area when I was first playing, I think the main thing I did was just walk around going, oh, just over and over again.
I kept putting my hands on my knees like, oh my god, who made this? Okay, so this is 1911. You might be familiar with it. 7 rounds.
That's the gun that Reed had a replica of that almost got him shot by police.
Oh wow.
So that's a cool little gun. But what about that boy?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What is this, you ask? I don't know where to grab it.
There's like side handles that you have to grab them by.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow. Did it work?
You got support legs on the front too that you can put down.
I don't know how to make him come down. Oh, there we go.
Do you think this would be a good gun for a small woman to carry in her side purse, just in case of emergencies?
So you say, "You feeling lucky, punk?"
Oh my god.
And that's how you get the bad guy.
I think it would work. Yeah.
So too.
I think they probably wouldn't have stayed around to find out.
So Ryan's ass is at a 250 millimeter.
It's very large. I don't know which millimeter it is. Let me try to count. No, I couldn't tell. Yeah, that's this game. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's insanely impressive.
Isn't it?
I retweeted something last night, so I could remember this morning. I have to boot up Half-Life Alyx again and just open up a level because Valve updated it so that liquid realistically moves around inside of the bottles. The bottles are now clear and they're accurate fluid simulations.
Why did they do that
now?
Why would they do such a thing?
I don't know. I think just because they can and they want to.
They're just bored.
Over everyone else.
They're like, we got money. We don't have to do stuff. Check out this cowboy thing. Ready? Once I figure it out.
Oh yeah, you can do the Terminator reload.
Yeah. Oh no, it's out of control. Oh no.
I'm really impressed that you hit that one watermelon.
Yeah, I'm a really good shot. What's your favorite gun, Allison?
Oh,
What's the one you think about all the time?
Well, gee.
What about based on Overwatch, based on your Overwatch experience, what would you use if you had to pick one? If you had to be good at one?
Ooh.
Oh, here. I just want to recreate Allison, what do you think about it? I want to recreate why this game was my favorite. I was playing around with this shotgun, and I was going here through the ammos, and where is it? Yeah. And I accidentally grabbed the wrong cartridge, the smaller shotgun cartridge. Oops. And so I went to put it in, and watch. It just slides down the barrel. And comes out. It's so physically modeled that it just full on.
Huh.
And I was like, okay, this game was made by an insane person.
This is actually one of the oldest games available for VR. He's been working on it constantly for 3 years.
Yeah, I stayed up late watching his like dev blogs.
Yeah.
Like he's still all happy. He's like, "Hey guys, welcome to the game. I got some new stuff for you." I'm like, "It's been like 4 years, bro. Take a break."
Boom. Oh, boom.
Chat wants me to let you know in case you aren't aware that you can put that ammo into one of your little storage pouches on your chest, and then if you hit the right button, you lock it in place so that you can just infinitely draw it.
Yeah, I noticed that, and then I couldn't figure it out.
One of the buttons will turn the bubble blue, and then you can just take it out as many times as you want.
Oh,
I'm trying to think of my favorite Overwatch gun, dude.
There you go. Now if you just draw it over and over, it'll just there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to do it, but it's available as an option.
why can't I pick up the cup?
Get it out of here. You gotta shoot it.
No, I'm making dinner. I'm making ravioli.
Bullets for breakfast.
Hey, manja.
Breakfast.
Kid, you want breakfast? Hey.
The plate shattered and the bullets just stayed.
Yeah.
All right, Allison, let's hear it. What's your favorite weapon?
Mine?
Yeah, chat wants to know. Is it the AK-47?
Oh,
No.
Matt.
Huh? What?
Matt. Later today, I just because somebody just reminded me Devin said, "Is it weird that I want to play old Western poker in VR?" It reminded me there is actually a poker game in VR. You and I should get that later and figure it out how to jump in on that.
Nice. Is it different than Tabletop Simulator? Because we should just get Tabletop Simulator.
Yeah, it's an actual. It's just designed for poker. I don't know how it works, but it's a fairly popular one that shows up on the top of the lists most of the time.
I'm down.
About it.
Can you trash talk your opponents?
Probably.
My favorite gun is a hammer.
A hammer.
Fair enough. I think they have those too.
Ooh.
Garage tool. Yeah.
Yay!
What is it? What do you like? Sledge? Mallet? Old sledgehammer?
That looks a little heavy. Small girl.
This is like a new one.
Yeah, I would use that to defend myself.
Nice.
Yeah, wouldn't you hate to be the guy that stumbled upon me now? Look at me go.
I'm really accurate with this thing.
Same, actually. I feel like I could actually do some damage with a hammer.
All right. Well, as much as I want to just watch you do this all day, Matt, I think we're gonna go do a headline or two before we close the show out.
So thank you guys have to like do things other than VR.
Well, I'll hit you up later today. The video is Matt edited a video, by the way. Everybody go, it's on our main channel, so be sure to watch it after this. Yeah, you did a great job. Thanks for that.
Tell me I did good.
It's a sketch, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right.
Bye,
Matt.
We'll catch you later, Matt. Thanks for talking.
Bye.
See ya.
That was
back.
super special. I loved it.
That was fun. All right, go ahead and turn our volume down before we blast our eardrums.
That should be good, I think, probably.
All right. Ooh. All right, we got about 20 minutes left in the show.
All right.
Do we have some headlines for the day?
We do.
That was great. I forgot how fun that game was. Now I need to go back and do. You know, I finished Half-Life Alyx and I was like, I can't. Like nothing else is gonna add up. Nothing else is gonna measure up to how good that was. But I forget there's actually there's some really solid just like VR sandbox games that people have been working on for like a really long time. I should go back and do some more playing around probably.
Yeah, I mean yeah.
I've got maybe for my next business expense stream I can do it with Matt. Actually, that'd be fun.
L for Light is asking if you've tried Realistic Guns, Kyle.
Is that another
Receiver
game?
2? I think so.
I don't think so. I've never even heard of that. Turkish Delight says, didn't know y'all had a Twitch.
Oh, yeah. We're trying to get Twitch to acknowledge that we exist. And they won't. So.
Yeah, we applied for like the easy Twitch partnership kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like the just, hey, we're popular elsewhere, please give us partner. But I don't think they have not responded yet.
They ignore us.
He also says next Prime is for you good guys. Thanks in advance.
What does this mean?
It means he's going to use his Twitch Prime to subscribe to us.
Aww. Still don't know how anything works. All right, I have 3 headlines today. all of which are just mostly weird for different reasons.
Okay.
The headlines themselves aren't really weird, but when you think about them just like a little further, they're all pretty freaking strange.
Okay.
The first one, love to know your thoughts on this. I won't say anything till you have your thoughts out. It says, today I learned about the Anti-PowerPoint Party, an actual political party in Switzerland whose single campaign goal is to reduce the amount of MS PowerPoint. The party advocates for the use of paper flip charts instead.
I approve. I'm officially joining this party.
Really? You don't like PowerPoint?
No one likes PowerPoint.
PowerPoint was definitely one of those things, sort of like in high school, where everyone was like, this is the future.
Yeah, no, I definitely had like whole PowerPoint classes.
Oh, yeah.
No one dislikes PowerPoint either, really. It's pretty weird to have that strong an opinion on PowerPoint either way.
I had the best PowerPoints. Like, I was so into PowerPoint.
Yeah.
I had, like, the cool transitions and, and the good text.
No, in, like, late 90s, it was, like, the coolest thing, and then it never stopped being exactly what it was, and now it's the year 2020, so it's not really... it's kind of old news.
Yeah, I definitely, like, I thought PowerPoint was going to be a big thing in my... There is a huge bug on the wall. I'm going to get it.
right now? Alright.
Yeah.
Did you have the... I don't know if you guys had the... I had like, computer classes... In... What?
We're keeping the wet water.
On top of the refrigerator.
I had it over there for a reason. What's wrong with you?
I clean. I had like whole computer classes where like we had to learn all the different like Word, like Microsoft Office stuff, and everybody I've talked to like who came in years afterwards, like a lot of people didn't have that same class setup, which I thought was weird.
What?
I had like Microsoft Office classes like in elementary school, like, growing up. And I talked to a lot of people who didn't have the same stuff, which I always found strange, because I got to high school and I was like, I know just how to use Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel as basic skills. I can type really fast because I had like 6 different typing classes over the course of several years.
I had that too.
Did you?
Jack is Redeemer.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a big...
I think a lot of people just didn't though. Like I'll meet people who are adults and they're like, I don't know how to type, and I'm like, what do you mean you don't know how to type? Did you not spend hours being forced to type?
True. That was we definitely had that. I think the biggest thing is like, what was I gonna say? Oh right, the biggest problem with PowerPoint is that it doesn't like update.
No, yeah, none of it ever changed.
There was this great site that people used instead that was like really dynamic and interesting, like
I started using in the Art Institute. I learned about something like that. Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but we all started using that because PowerPoint just didn't allow itself to get better. This is such a dumb topic.
But like it's like everything else. It is a pretty stupid topic. It's not an interesting topic.
No. Did you have like the typing games?
Yeah. Oh,
like you had to type to make sure you didn't lose.
Yeah.
Like
there's one that I never played, but the famous one is called Typing of the Dead, which I think may even have been a parody game. I don't think it was actually allowed in schools, but it was a zombie survival game where you have to type the words fast enough to kill the zombies.
Oh my gosh. I remember I interviewed for one job where like everyone asked like how fast you can type on your resume, so I just say like the fastest one. It's not like 60 words per minute or something like that. Is that normal?
I think that's probably the average.
Okay, then I probably put a little bit above that, but I hadn't paid attention. No one's ever cared.
Well,
anyway,
if you're not...
I went into an interview and they made us type.
Really?
Yeah, they sat us on the dark room with a projector, and the projector had a bunch of words. We all had to sit there and type and type and type. And I typed the fastest, and I completed first, but I had the most errors.
Yeah.
But I still fixed it. Like half of my typing is going backslash back, which is exactly how my mom types.
Yeah.
Which is really weird. Which is that like we will beat everyone out in typing fastest, but we had to erase the same word 8 times. So.
Yeah.
But it feels like a net positive though, right? What's the problem there?
I don't know. I mean, it hasn't really been like a super relevant skill, unless you're a secretary from the 80s. It's not the 80s and 90s. That hasn't really been like my mom had a job at one point where like it was important that she typed really fast. So like she typed 100 words a minute. That was like a big deal because that was like the skill that you had as that job.
For whatever reason, like if I think of someone who can type 100 words per minute, I imagine long nails. There's no other.
I'm pretty sure that probably gets in the way of typing.
I know,
typing
but
quickly.
like if I have to think of someone who's typing that fast, it's a woman with long nails, and she's just like going. She just like isn't stopping. You can just like hear it.
I can still do 80 last I checked, but I still use it. I write.
Yeah,
You know, I
right.
type scripts and stuff all the time, so
Yeah.
that doesn't make sense.
I can type like at least 150 words per minute because I'm in Overwatch and I have to roast people regularly. So if I don't type that shit fast, they're gonna roast me first.
That's true. That's true. Game chat, I think, definitely kept the typing skill alive for a lot
You're
of
like,
people.
bro,
'Cause
if
we
I
used
don't
to-
insult first.
We used to communicate exclusively in Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
My friends talked to each other over Minecraft server for at least a solid year after we all split up.
Yeah.
And we weren't hopping on video or calls every single time.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked through Minecraft chat, and if you couldn't type fast, you couldn't win the arguments.
Right.
So yeah, you had to,
Exactly.
You had to be on it.
I remember my first time, I went over to a friend's house, and it was like the first time I'd ever interacted with like an Xbox One or 360 or something. And the whole point was to just like trash talk kids in a racing game because they would trash talk first.
Yeah.
And so I was a different person, but I absolutely shocked the people in the room. Like, I was invited over to trash talk, and I did. And, like, the people in the room were, like, the friends that had invited me were, like, horrified at some of the things I said. The 7-year-old on the other side of the Xbox was, like, not keeping pace. Like, I was roasting people.
That's pretty good. I would love to
They
watch
loved
you.
it. They invited me over many times after that just to like sit in the headset and just tell them that their mom hates them or whatever.
You and my friend Jay playing together and trash talking each other would be amazing. 'Cause
I love people who
I think
can trash
you would be
talk you
very
back.
direct and I assume yours was just very aggressive and direct.
Oh, yeah.
Jay's were like weird sidestep like yours the trash talk equivalent of just like direct to the faces punch.
Yeah.
Jay's was the equivalent of like stepping to the side and then like swinging around and catching you when you weren't expecting it.
Bruh.
He would just say things like just randomly shout out like I will go forward in time and eat your children or like all these
Yeah, I
like,
didn't say that
random
kind of stuff.
things. I have 2 chat things I want to read off.
Sure.
Which are Devin said, I want to watch you guys play Minecraft mods. There is actually a video, I think, on the main channel. It's a saved stream of us showing off our old Minecraft server using the Minecraft TARDIS mod. So if you're interested, go look that up. I think it's also on display on Ding Dong Ditch somewhere.
Yeah.
And then also, Dreon asked, how in Overwatch are you, Allison?
It's gotta be like 2.5 years in Overwatch, I think.
What is your current rank?
Oh. Well, I only play quick play because I started doing competitive and it's way more, competitive was way more toxic, but they fixed it, so now it's a lot better, so I need to get back to competitive. And the only reason I'm not in competitive now is because the wait times are like 15 minutes. So I just do quick play, and it's, what am I? I don't know, like 3 stars into silver, if that makes any sense. I don't know what level, I don't want to count. It's gotta be like
I've lost track at this point.
7, 8, like, it's gotta be like 10,050 or something level. 'Cause they do it by stars every 100 levels, so I don't know. But yeah, I'm murdering them 7-year-olds in Overwatch pretty regularly. I wish it was 7-year-olds. It was just like 30-year-old guys who were like, you suck.
Helferlight says silver with 3 stars is 9XX.
I'll take it.
What does that mean?
That's the level.
But what are the X's? Between 901 and 1000, he says.
Yeah.
So that means you've gotten the full star loop 9 times, and you're working on your 10th, right? Like you get a star at 100?
Yeah.
Isn't that how that works?
Yeah. Is it okay? Ooh.
Oh, sorry, I was going to say, Ursa Polaris says, I just received a super fancy set of headphones, and you guys are the first thing I'm listening to. How do you feel? Honored.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
awesome. Does it sound good? Phoenix Rising says, is it okay to play Overwatch now with all the stuff about China and Blizzard? I had a long conversation about this with myself, and the only reason that it is because I bought it. I already own it.
Had paid for it.
The issue is that it currently exists in my possession, and the only people I hurt now is myself by not playing it.
So now I'm going to make sure there's extra load on their servers at all times.
Boom. Honestly, yeah, I've never spent any extra money into Overwatch, but
Yeah, that's
I mostly
true. You only buy
abhor
stuff with the in-game.
Blizzard as a company, and I will never buy any of their new stuff.
Fair.
But yeah, no, I had a whole conversation, which is like, do I change my entire life to not include this, or do I play the game because I already bought it, and then just speak out against them as a person when I can? But that was the whole thing. I had a whole like crisis about not playing
Yeah.
Overwatch because I was like, man, is this what's happening now? So, yeah.
Do we have other? You said you had other
I
headlines.
do.
Also.
I have another one. This one was
Let's
interesting.
Stick another one in there.
So
Get
today I
another one
learned
going.
Legos last up to 1,300 years, clogging up the Earth's ocean.
No.
Along with garbage such as plastic bottles and bags, ocean surfaces contain more of these plastic particles than larval fish. In commercial fishing seas, fishing nets collect over 10,000 pieces of plastic in an average 5-minute tow.
Legos, how could you do this to us?
Well, so this was really interesting. So you can't insult Reddit's Legos. Like, they will cry like they do. But what was interesting is I found out looking into this because Reddit forced me to. Legos actually spilled 5 million pieces into the ocean at some point. Like, there was actually just a giant, like, incident where a ship carrying a bunch of Legos just, like, they all fell in the like a BP oil spill or
Great
something.
Lego spill.
Something like that, if I understand it correct. But yeah, that was like a whole thing. And so now people are like, it's not our fault. And I'm like, okay. I mean, like, that's kind of how I feel about everything, though. Like, it's not our fault. It's not. Like, if all of us went vegans, we would do less success than if we just went after the companies that destroy the environment
Yeah.
with their factories. Like,
Yeah, no, that was like a really big sticking point for me. Like environmental stuff. Like it's
Yeah.
just really frustrating the idea that like, hey, we could all do literally everything and only complete 20% of what we need to do of the progress.
yeah. No,
If
Don't-
you're-
I don't-
Phoenix Rising says, if you're environmentalist, buy mega blocks to save the planet. That's true. Those will fall apart within weeks.
Wow, shade.
Freaking hate mega blocks.
What do you even do with Legos, though? Is that just something you like keep and pass down to your kids and then your kids' kids? And your kids'
We
kids'
still
kids?
have buckets of Legos back at my house.
probably 'cause
Actually,
your
my
mom
parents
doesn't
have
wanna throw 'em
been
away.
I think they may have just gotten rid of them, but that by gotten rid of them, I mean they sold them to somebody else who collects buckets of Legos. So
Yeah. Wow. Legos are definitely one of those things that, like, you should probably. Well, I was gonna say you should probably hang on to them forever because they'll be really expensive one day, but they're pretty basic. I don't see them like changing a lot one day.
yeah, I'm sure there are there's definitely like special Lego collectibles or whatever.
Oh, that's
Manga Rabbit
nice.
says Lego is trying to develop a brick that is biodegradable over 25 years. That's pretty.
That's pretty awesome.
That would be good.
I don't really have problems with the Lego company. I feel like they're.
I definitely
They're
feel like
solid.
there are definitely problems that are showing up now that, as much as I want to blame corporations for most things, and I am right for doing so, I think there was definitely just a whole period of time where people no one actually thought about the fact, like the long-term impact of these things.
Yeah.
No one person thought about it. They were like, yeah, we're making tons of plastic toys
this
with
a
this new cool
surprise?
material. And
Kids
that-
used to eat paint.
yeah, it's just not. Yeah, you're right. Kids used to eat.
No
paint
one's
chips.
ever thought about the future. They're
People
like, this
used to
paint
let
is
their
tasty.
children run around. It's just, you know,
Do you remember
don't,
the
you don't think about
asbestos
things until they
piles?
start causing problems. It's kind of the biggest human handicap. You just
think
don't
people-
notice things
I
if they're
think-
not
I think-
actively hurting you.
I think the people now and the people after us are going to pretty much exclusively function off that mentality, though, of like, what is the future impact
Yeah.
of anything we create?
Well,
now?
right. The way you judge people's reaction to that is, okay, now that you do know,
Yeah.
change it, right?
Yeah.
We won't blame you for not knowing things, but now that you're aware, now you
I
gotta
wonder
develop
how
a
they
biodegradable
color
Lego
Legos.
brick. I don't know.
What do they use? Anyway,
I had there were a couple. Phoenix Rising said you're a good moral compass, Allison. Just wanted to.
thank
just
you.
wanted to
All
give you that.
corporations are bad.
Ricky said, "I'm worthless. I didn't wake up until 8:45." Wow,
Oh my god,
failure! Such a failure.
bro. Ricky's never woken up that late.
Also, we have a Pufflemaster submitted a push the button to
Yeah,
scroll
we'll get
back
to
up
it.
to.
We'll get to it for sure because I think it's about time.
Do you want to throw in the last headline, or do you want to save that one? We always say save them, but we never come back to them later. So
We can, yeah, I can do the last headline.
Okay.
The last headline says,
Autumn also says, I'm glad that at this point our impact on the environment isn't a debatable issue anymore. We just know we're screwing stuff up. I
True.
agree. It is very nice to, because occasionally people I'll still hear someone go,
Climate
global
change
warming
isn't
isn't
real.
real. And I'm like, cool, I can just tune you out.
Right.
Because that ain't helpful, and we actually have something to do here.
right, things that are real. Climate change.
Right.
Like, the end. that they're just like, there's so many things that you could argue about. This is not it.
Yeah.
Like,
it is kind of nice that at least it's well known enough that we're at a point where we can just kind of be like, okay, well, we can all collectively agree to ignore the people saying fake, like, false things, right? And just actually deal with the problem and not pretend like it doesn't exist.
It's just like yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, is the ocean polluted? Yes. Is the earth heating up? Yes. Are there problems? Did we create them? Yes. Can you dump like literal toxic waste in the ocean and not have an effect? No. Turns out no. These are not things that you have to like Anyway, I do have another headline.
Yeah, what is it?
It says, today I learned that born blind people actually dream of visual content. That's because auditory and tactile inputs can create virtual images in their brain, and these images can be revealed in their dreams. And so what I think that means is that, like, blind people can imagine what something looks like based on how they touch it.
Yeah, and their brain is still, like, default wired to make an image out of that. I think
so. I don't know if we can prove that it's looks anything like the thing that they were holding.
Yeah.
I'm actually not sure how they proved this at all. And I kind of call BS on it. Like, I'm not 100% sure on this one.
It definitely seems very difficult to tell. I mean, that's happening in someone's head, in someone's dream, no less. Like,
right.
That's so yeah, I don't know how they, like, what they do to, like, accurately test that, but it is interesting if that
right.
Serena says, does that mean Kyle can dream green?
Aww. Wait, that's a great question.
I don't know.
Can you dream a better green than you can see in real life?
Maybe. I can't remember, like, a specific
How
dream
could you?
that
You've
I've seen
never
in a dream.
seen it.
So.
See, this is why I don't something about the phrasing or the reality of this isn't true.
Well, so I kind of buy that. On an earlier episode, we talked about the weird, like, thing where they, like, attach something to somebody's back and, like, fed it into like fed camera input into, like, one of those little, like, pin grids on somebody's back, and then
I don't remember this.
You don't remember this at all?
No.
It
was really early.
The short version was imagine one of those toys where you, like, push your hand through it and it, like, makes the shape of your hand. Right, like those things.
Oh yeah.
It was like they, like, put it on, attach that to a blind person's back, have it electronically extend each pin based on the brightness value of the data it's receiving from a camera.
Yeah.
And let it just be there for a couple days.
Yeah.
And your brain will kind of rewire itself to start interpreting that as visual data because it's pulling it in.
Interesting.
So I totally, like, brains are definitely set up to process visual data and are really good at rewiring themselves.
Yeah.
So I buy that that's possible. I don't know how they're testing it, but I definitely, like, it sounds like something that could happen based on other things that they have tested.
I don't know. I have a lot of doubt about this. Like, I have lots of doubts about the validity of this, and it could just be like like, perhaps I don't understand the phrasing and am imagining it different than they're trying to explain it. But there's actually a comment here that just says, "Is this accurate?" And then the next person who explains yes is downvoted.
Sorry, I don't know the conversation that led up to it. I just wanted to read these two chat messages.
Let's hear them.
Which are Pufflemaster 2 Phoenix Rising says, "Murder is only bad bad through some people's views." And Phoenix Rising responds, "I'd still rather not." I just like that. that one little exchange was excellent.
This is sort of like an interesting. So there's always someone who says that things that are true aren't, right? There's always going to be, like, people who are like, murder's not that bad, climate change isn't that real, or etc. And it's like, so there's always someone. Real. There's always someone who's gonna, like. There's always, the Earth isn't round. These people exist. We just don't have. You just sort of, like, you put them in that box in your head that's like, oh yeah, and grandma's a super racist. You just put it away, and you're like, things that don't matter to the functionality of changing the world. Gotta make sure the world doesn't explode, which is not actually how climate change works at all, but
it's a very, very slow explosion.
The world's fine. It's
That's
us.
True.
The plants come alive and eat us, like in The Happening.
Right.
Toxic waste from the water turns the algae into monsters.
It's actually super interesting just watching, like, something like global emissions dropped by, like, 17% in, like, 2 months of just kind of not doing the same things we usually do.
Yeah.
Which was really insane.
Yeah.
And I think the estimate for how low they're going to be by the end of the year was really crazy, too. They'll go back up because things aren't actually going to change that fast.
This just reminds me, like, how mad I am that some people made science controversial. It doesn't get to be. Sorry. It just, that, like, you can make a lot of you can make science political, and you can be that way, fine, but you can't make science controversial. You're allowed to just be like...
You've arrived at the Neil deGrasse Tyson...
Take it back. Take it back. I don't actually know if people like him. It's one of those things where, like, Neil deGrasse Tyson comes up and people are like, I'm going to use his quotes as facts. And then, like, the next week people are like, no one listens to Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Kind of playing off of what John said about Elon Musk. It's like, he's smart, he's right, he's a douche. He's just not a great guy.
The worst piece of footage on the internet probably is Neil deGrasse Tyson interviewing Katy Perry. Go watch it. Go watch it.
You're right.
It's honestly one of the worst things I've ever seen.
I can't stand listening to either of them in that video. It's
horrible. I love Katy Perry, and I have no idea what happened to that poor woman. But I actually know exactly what happened to her. That poor woman snapped in half. And her interview with Neil deGrasse, it's like being really high in a sauna that's too hot. Like, your body is falling apart and you have no idea what's happening in this weird video. So anyway, go watch it. Just so I can know that other people have seen it. Very, very, very upsetting. Nothing even, like, bad happens. You'll know when you get there. So anyway, some push the buttons.
Yeah, I'm gonna find our push the button real quick.
Yeah.
We're running a little over.
We are.
But that's fine.
We'll cry about it later. It's Friday.
We'll find a bit. Okay, here we go. Pufflemaster gave us, so the push the button is you get time travel, but you always speak in a dialect that doesn't match the time period you're in. You modern day, but speaking in Shakespearean. So, like, being, even in your normal time, you would speak in you'd talk like Thor.
That would essentially be the equivalent of, like, a different language.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to communicate.
You would stand out.
No one would know what you were saying.
Yeah.
You would sound like gibberish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that.
I mean, yeah, because then at the very least you still get, like, to observe, even if you can't, like, directly interact.
Yeah,
it doesn't mean day-to-day life would be harder, because even in
I wouldn't time travel for long periods of time. I would go to, like, see things and then bail.
Yeah.
I'd be afraid I'd ruin history if someone saw me or something.
I'm pretty sure I would just only be time traveling at some point, though. Like, when you first start, it's like, okay, I'd just jump back and see. Like, if you just had time travel power, you would eventually just become an infinite being that didn't exist in one time anymore.
Right.
Like, you'd start maybe doing, like, okay, today I'm just gonna go pop into Rome real quick, but, like, after a year of, a relative year of doing that, you'd be like, time does not exist anymore. I exist along whatever timeline I choose.
Right. Autumn says, didn't you guys do a sketch about Shakespearean English?
We did.
I plan on interviewing Ian about this at some point.
Yeah.
But yes, we definitely did, and I don't understand anything in it. Actually, the captions help me understand. But I've watched it about 5 times and don't know what's going on.
It was the first script Ian wrote entirely by himself. He wrote it completely in an iambic pentameter. Spent like 2 weeks, I think, just writing this one script.
So we have another push the button.
Okay.
Griffin Hart says, push the button, Calvin and Hobbes is real, but he's your son and he never grows up, eternally a child.
No, I don't want either of those things.
All no. Push the button, you are given a very
nice sailboat.
And sailing experiences download into your brain to sail around the world, but if you do, you will be within 20 feet of a shark. Yes, 100%. I love sharks. Sorry, I didn't read it all. But if you do, you will be within 20 feet of a shark at some point during the voyage.
Really?
Yeah. Sharks are like one of the few things I'm okay with dying by. Like, I want a shark to kill me. Sharks are the thing you're okay
with?
Yes! I want a shark to kill me. That would be amazing. I feel like...
Okay.
There is definitely some psychology to dive into here. But I feel like it's kind of because I deserve it. Like, I interrupted the shark. Like, it would be like breaking into someone's house and being like, they killed me?
But you're always so worried about the most improbable deaths available, and
those are all
want that one?
That's because those are stupid. Those are stupid ways to die. But, like, shark attack? Nah. Not stupid.
So you're only afraid of
You were
dying
interrupting the shark's
by
life.
you're only afraid of lame causes of death. Is
Mostly,
that what it is?
yeah. Because they're tragic. I'm afraid of tragic irony. Shark attack is not one of those things. You don't understand why I'm afraid of tragic irony of all things?
Sure, no. This is. It's interesting. It's just kind of a. It's an interesting like. I thought we were here, but we were actually like just like right here, like right at the side, and I just didn't know that. So
You've learned something.
all right, I think
that's good.
I think that's a good note to end on. Allison wants to die by shark.
One more thing though,
we're
just
gonna-
real fast because I do think it's important. Talval Thunder Shield says sharks are nice animals. They don't kill humans unless mistaken for other animals. This is true.
Yeah.
Again,
if you're in a boat, you're fine.
right. If sharks kill you, it's because they thought you were a turtle or something. And again, you interrupted the shark's world.
Yeah.
You don't belong in the water.
True.
You're allowed to be in. Like, don't get me wrong. You're allowed to go visit the water, but the ocean is not for you.
Yeah.
It's for sharks, and they will kill you. And you can't even blame them because sharks, ocean.
Yeah.
Your body is fleshy and small.
If
And
the shark came on land, I'd probably punch it, so I can't really blame it for anything.
yeah, no, that's okay. I had to get where you. But yes, yeah. If a shark came to your territory, you punch that shark.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I would probably punch a shark in its own house. So.
And on that, we're gonna close the show today. Thanks for joining us. It is. Today is Friday, which means it's digital cardboard.
Oh,
right
is that
after
right after
this,
this?
Ricky and Ian are going to be streaming
Moist.
some Magic the Gathering. So stick around for that.
And then
Monday we will be back
with food
for June with food with more snacks. So yeah, everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you Monday morning. Bye.
Bye.